Good morning. It's LIB Media, Lightning in the Bottle. It's your boy Cheese and your boy Rick. Hey, what's going on, player?
Dose. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Fine little Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? Went for a little run, had to get right. So
Okay. Well, you see
I'm
the sun.
ready.
Well, you see the sun, boy. That sun, like, hey, the Lord shining on me this morning. The Lord,
Yes, sir.
the Lord
Yes, sir.
shining
Yes,
on me
sir.
this
You look
morning.
good. You
Hey,
look you all you need is to get that thing cut, but you look good though.
hey, that coming to see. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But
Yeah.
but you know what's so funny when people talk about stuff that they don't know nothing about. Man, silly Austin. Silly Austin.
Bro.
Boy, ain't no. See, it's the age old debate. Football players can play basketball. Basketball players can play football. No, well, actually, I should say NBA players can play
Yeah, NBA
football,
players playing
and
in the
and
NFL.
the NFL players can play in the NBA. Like, you realize how many athletes had played both in high school?
Right. Almost all of them played multiple sports in high school. But we're talking about the pinnacle of
Right.
sport.
The one you be like, hey, I know he ain't even touch a football field.
Right.
Or that one, oh, I know he ain't even touch a basketball court. And saying that, we got Austin Rivers.
Right.
We know this man ain't never touch a football field
Never.
in his life. You see, in his
Hey,
life.
we ain't gonna leave out Jeff Teague too, because he's another one. I saw Jeff Teague say something about it yesterday too. He's another one that Jeff Teague ain't played no football.
Cause literally, you go out there to play football, you get hit one time, or you see somebody get hit one time, and you say, "Nope, helmet off, kick pads off. Nope, this
Bro,
ain't me. This ain't for me."
look, I'm about to go in on this thing, so let me take the floor real
Go
quick.
ahead, go ahead,
I
head him
got so
out.
much to say. First thing I'm gonna say, shout out to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was on Club Shay Shay, and he was like, I went to football practice 2 times, dog, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. He said
Word,
he said
straight
his
up.
two favorite sports are boxing and football because those are real men sports where you got to like, and and what he means by that is like it's a battle. It's a real war, not to take nothing away from anybody. So this is my perspective on it. Do I think a bunch of football players can go play basketball? Not necessarily, right? Like it's a height gap. The main thing is the height gap, right? But Jeff Teague made a statement that riled me up when he said basketball players are better athletes. That's when I'm like, okay, now I want y'all to stay with us. This LIB media, um, we love all sports. We respect basketball players. I'll be honest with y'all, and I ain't trying to be biased, but football is my favorite sport, right? I ran track in college, so I've been an athlete. I played basketball when I was in high school, but not a lot. I stopped before I got to varsity and all that stuff. So, you know, but to say basketball players are better athletes is blatantly wrong. Basketball players can jump, but when you talk about like just to illuminate this for y'all, Chop Robinson is a defensive end out of Penn State. He is 6'5", right? 260 pounds. He ran a 4.39. He can outrun 90% of basketball players in the league. See, people, bro, it's kind of like anime. When someone watches an anime and they watch another anime and they be like, oh, this person is as fast as that person. That's just the animation. Like when you
Mhm.
see a point guard outrunning a center, he looks fast because he's outrunning a center. He's not going to step on a football field. And Allen Iverson, who they said was a great football player, he was a great quarterback in high school. He ran like a 4.8 in his 40. And he's known as one of the fastest basketball players.
Right,
You got defensive ends running
right,
4.4s.
right.
Strength, have natural athleticism for your body size is crazy. Like Ant-Man can jump, right? But Ant-Man can't squat 450 pounds. They said, oh, Ant-Man could probably be a safety. Bro, Saquon Barkley would run straight. Saquon Barkley squats 500
Paper,
pounds. He would run
paper.
straight through him.
You be like, I'm saying paper thin, but then you be like, no, look at that size. No, boy, Saquon still running that boy over, clean over him. Come here.
And this is the thing. Shout out to Chris Long, because Chris Long kind of illuminated it. And this is the thing. When we're talking about athleticism, right? It's a lot of super athletic basketball players. And a lot of the times, most of the time, they bring up the position they bring up is tight end. Fair enough. But the thing they don't bring up about tight end is that tight ends have to block. So
they ain't doing all that. That's what like they ain't doing all that. They not.
When you imagine, so when they say, well, LeBron in his prime could be a tight end, well, you tell LeBron to block jjwatt coming off the edge, because that's his assignment.
I mean, so let's back up a little bit. This man Austin was like, I know 30 players in the NBA right now that can play in the NFL.
Said 40.
Somewhere around there, some number like that. Then jjwatt was like, hey, you ain't got no job. Come on. And I was like, then the man backtracked, talking about some, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about the players that I can name right now. Yeah, Austin, because we know you can't play football. We know that. Dog, we know that. You 6'4", 200. Okay, at best you could probably play as wide receiver. But as soon as you get hit, what you about to do?
And it's like, and it's changing direction. Like guarding someone on a basketball court and bending your knees is not being in the wide open middle field and having a cornerback flip his hips on a post route. Like, I think it's a misconception of natural, I can jump, I can dunk. And Jeff Teague brought up hand-eye coordination, right? This is interesting. So I'm going to leave a chat. This is what I'm going to leave y'all with like this. This is what my uncle used to say. My uncle used to always ask people, can you swim? Right? And people would look at him like, what you mean, can I swim? Of course I can swim. But my uncle would say, can you really swim? And it would be like, I don't get it. He would say, well, where did you learn how to swim? Well, I had passed the swimming test at the rec. You can't swim. And they'd be like, what? He was like, until you can swim against the current in a water, you can't.
In the ocean, yeah, you can't really.
That's real swimming. So I would tell all these basketball players that said, you got hand-eye coordination? Show me that hand-eye coordination when Cam Chancellor coming to take your head off. Because that's when it really matters, right? Catching a football standing by yourself is easy. We all can do that. We're talking about running across the middle of the field, your eyes on the ball. Patrick Mahomes just threw a laser. It's coming fast, and you want to turn your head because you hear them footsteps. That's when someone asks you, can you catch? That's real catching. Like in the midst of all this happening, with the shoulder pads on, with the helmet on that restricts your movement for y'all who never played football. Pads and stuff restrict your movement a bit. So you know how when you have these receivers make these catches like this on 7-on-7, you can't do that with pads on because your hands, your shoulders get about this high. So the rest is just you jumping. You know, can't really fully extend. Come on, man.
So if you get down to him, you be like, all right, who can really play? You'd be like, okay, what football player? No, what basketball player can play football right now? I can't remember buddy name, but he was a 4-star quarterback and a 5-star. He was a 5-star basketball player and a 4-star quarterback. And he played. I think he played for Detroit. I want to see play for Detroit. He came out. He's from Minnesota, and I'm just like, okay, he can go play quarterback. And you'd be like, so who from the NFL can go play basketball? And I'd be like, Tyreek Hill, because you'd be like y'all see Tyreek Hill tape from high school basketball. Like the man jump out the gym, got a 3-ball. So you'd be like, there's certain players, yeah, they can probably play a little bit, but then like football is like a start and stop.
Yeah,
all that stamina. They ain't used to doing all of that. And then you got basketball players where it's like, okay, yeah, I can make a couple catches. Yeah, I can come off the edge. Boy, when somebody put them pads on you,
it changed your whole thing.
Because you'd be like, oh, what Anthony Davis can do. oh, Anthony, he could probably play DN. No, he can't. The man get hurt every other game.
Right. And this is the thing, right? Because I'm with you there where it's like people need to appreciate, like basketball players we got to appreciate what they're doing in the NBA because it's great NBA players, and NFL players appreciate what they do in the NFL. Because the thing that Jeff Teague said is that, I hate when certain people come to the court because they're a football player. It's like, hold on. You're taking a select group of people. You're talking about people who are linebackers or maybe in the box safeties where their job is to tackle. So, of course, when you drive to the lane and a man sit right there and you bump into him and then you be like, oh, man, you hacking. No, he's just not moving because he's way stronger than you. So imagine if he's trying to hit you. Like she's you know this, like you know how you play basketball sometimes and you just standing and a guy like, oh my goodness, you like, bro, if I really wanted to hit you, it would have been different.
Dog, when I be hooping, that be like the worst complaint, and I just be like, dog, all I did is slide my feet.
That's it. I'm just
all I did is slide. All I did was slide in position. You ran into me. What are you talking about? Like you just can't crazy. Move. Like I'm just not gonna be the one to be like, oh my God, he's coming. I'm gonna move. I'm not moving because I know you can't move me. I'm gonna just stand right there, hands up,
and even when you talk about linebackers, right? People don't understand. Like people think, oh, he's just a linebacker. He just want to hit. People don't understand how athletic a person like Fred Warner is, bro. Did they not see the tape of Myles Garrett doing windmill dunks? Trent Williams, who's a left tackle. Ryan Clark said they used to go to the gym. Trent Williams used to play point guard. And he's the left tackle. Talking about true athletes.
6'5", 300. Come on now.
The upper echelon, and if we talking about sports, in my opinion, track and field is the greatest athletes. We talking about pure athleticism. The strongest person, the fastest person, the highest jumper, the longest jumper, they all do track and field. Like there's no way around that. The highest jumper in the world is the dude with the highest high jump. Or the fastest dude is the dude with the fastest 100-meter. That's just kind of how sports work.
But I mean, what I'm gonna say is like, I don't think football and basketball, I don't think that's the most like athletic sports. Cause like when it all boiled down to, like I'm about to say, you got soccer, you got boxing, you got UFC, you got
baseball. I mean,
no, I'm not gonna say no, like swimming,
right?
Like those sports, those are like the most taxing sports.
Right.
You know how much stamina and endurance you gotta have, the athleticism you gotta have to out dodge a punch, the athleticism you gotta have to swim through water, the athleticism you gotta have to what was the other sport I just named besides soccer?
You said swimming, boxing, soccer, UFC.
Stamina, endurance, like those, like the way how they train in these sports will make a basketball player say, "Oh man, what?" Make a football player say, "Oh man, what?"
Right.
Like it's like the training that goes in, because you gotta last 3-minute rounds, 4-minute rounds, 5-minute rounds, 6-minute rounds, 7-minute rounds, and boxing. UFC, you got 3 minutes, but you get knocked out like that. You got light gloves. Them punches coming hard, punches coming fast, knee kicks, knees, feet, like
you wrestling like when you on the ground, just like and for those who y'all grew up wrestling your cousins in the backyard,
you be
y'all
tired after
you breathe hard.
After 20 seconds, boy, you tired, boy. No,
you're tired, and you might be a great athlete, but you're tired.
Football and basketball, you can stop. Like you can stop and start again, and you can stop and start again. I mean, yeah, basketball is like, no, cheese. Basketball is a game of runs. Yeah, but after a while, you gonna stop.
Right, and even like like subbing and stuff, right? Soccer, they don't sub a lot. Like those dudes be on the field, and that's a big field, and they're running like
80 minutes,
running the whole time.
Minutes. Then when you go on the extras, they're 120 minutes. You running.
But and as far as the hand-eye coordination thing, that's why I brought up baseball, because I think that's probably the most hitting a fastball is probably the most hand-eye coordination. Like you can,
that's 100 mile an hour, 200 mile an hour, not 200, 102 mile an hour, 105, 113, curveballs, screwballs, knuckleballs, wine balls. Like you just
I just I I just think and I think the football players got upset because Chris Long said, "Well, tell one of them basketball players to come do inside run." For y'all, I played running back in high school. If you never did an inside run, if you're not a football player after inside run, you're gonna quit.
oh my god.
Inside run
Oh,
will make a man out of you quick. The hair on
inside
your
run.
chest is gonna be up, and you got
Especially when coachman like, hey, kind of slide to the right a little bit, let him come through.
dude, talking about inside run on the goal line when it's like, hey, we about to do the quarterback sneak. So you know it's you and the linebacker one-on-one.
Man, I remember when coach man like, hey, cheesy, when we go, you got hey, I want to teach him a lesson. Slide to the like when you go up, when you engage, slide to the right a little bit. So I say, okay. So like when we gone now, we lining up. I tell buddy in front of me, I said, hey, I about to slide to the right a little bit. And he is like, bet. When we get up and I slide, and I make it seem like he had juked me. And then buddy come through the hole and I said, man.
Yeah, man. I just think when it comes to athleticism and sports, it's different levels, different, and this is why we're here. You know, like this, and we want to try to come, but this is why we're here. This is why LIB Media exists, because we want to appreciate all sports. Yeah. Like we want to appreciate people for what they do. But me, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had to get a bit defensive by just saying that because we just know that's not true. Like it's football makes it like ain't no individual trainers, ain't no shoot around. You're tackling every day to make it through that 17 game now grueling season. Right. Man, it's a lot of us got hurt playing 11 games in high school. We got hurt. We was limping off the field.
Hey,
in high school.
Hey, my knees bad. My knees and my hip bad.
I had surgery. I had to have surgery on mine.
I mean, yeah, like basketball players, they do have the injuries and stuff like that, but like y'all don't get hit. Y'all don't get hit like how we get hit. Right. When people see, oh, you got pads on, I'm gonna just risk my life. Literally, I'm risking my life to hurt you. Right. On purpose.
I'm talking about that practice in the summer where you don't stock up on nasal spray, everything good. Now you hit the man in the hole, your nose drain, now you're sneezing, sinus headache. Because all your sinus stuff came out on that one hit.
It's car accident. Hey, every play is a mini car accident. Every play is a mini car accident. Basketball, like them NBA players will not be able to survive in the NFL. Like
they would make it do the 2 a days. And the thing is, maybe if one of them would change their minds, like it would be a full because they say what he said is give them a year of training. I don't even like that year of training because in sports it's muscle memory. Like a year of training is not enough to play at the highest level with the freakiest athletes. Like
you'll get yourself hurt. You'll get yourself hurt.
Because it takes something in you to learn. Because you know what they say in football, the person that gets hurt most of the time is a person that the person that's like not trying to hit somebody. That's the person that normally get hurt. And so you got to train your mind to be. This is what it is. Like I gotta hit somebody. Mm-hmm. And so I think for all the basketball players out there, this is no offense to y'all. I love basketball players. When we see a good basketball player, we marvel at them. But just respect the other sports. Like I know deep down every league believes that at the highest level their league is the hardest. But keep that to yourself. Talk to your friends about it. Don't say that out loud. Because
especially on TV,
bro. Because if you take the top 50 athletes, right, and we're talking about athleticism, top 50 athletes versus the top 50 NBA players, and do athletic tests, we're gonna race, we're gonna jump, we're gonna lift weights, we're gonna do drills. The football players are going to win. That's just factual. That ain't me feeling that. It's a fact that Fred Warner is 255, but he ran 4.41. That's just a fact. That's not me making it up. It's a fact that the best athletes that you believe are in the NBA, right? I think it was only a couple of athletes. I think Michael Jordan, I heard, and maybe Wilt Chamberlain. They were like the only guys that actually ran 40s like under 4.4. Like the rest of your most athletic guy, he probably runs a 4.7, and that don't even cut it in the league. Tight ends don't even run that. It's
Tight
just
ends running 4.5s. Like,
right. And they're twice your weight. Not even like they're not and you got the height advantage. And so I think, can football players play basketball? No. Maybe a select few, like, people talk about how good Randy Moss was and because I think Randy Moss was just an athlete. And I think people who are just athletes, they're just athletes. Do I think if Ant-Man really wanted to be a wide receiver, he probably could? If that was what he did his whole life? Yeah, because he's an athlete. Like, he's just a natural born athlete. And natural born athletes do it. But at the same time, let's not act like, for y'all that don't know, we're from Charleston. Let's not act like we didn't see Bruce Ellington go play basketball and was the best player on South Carolina and then switch to football because he really just wanted to. He just played basketball to show them that he could do it. And then he football.
But he was like, hey, I do this. Like, I was a state champion in basketball. Like, don't play with me.
And football, because I can do it.
Like, I committed because he committed to play basketball, but then he was just like, I want to play football. So the man was like, no, don't get it twisted. Like, I can play football now. Stop. I've played football all my life.
Right. I've been a football player. I just decided to play basketball, and that just shows, man, like, true athletes, they're well-rounded. They can do it all. But, like, we got to, like, stop acting like a guy that played it just in the NBA the last 10 years can now just play football is crazy. Like, his mind and everything has shifted.
Like, it's not just going to turn on out of nowhere. Like, you have to be like secretly, I play football, but then I play pickup basketball on the side every 2 or 3 days a week.
Right.
I go to Chris Brinkley and I go in his runs, and I be like, I'm out here. No, it don't work like that.
Right. But man, Austin, just we know you got a future on ESPN and all that. Just you gonna have to deal with me and Cheese every time you say something. You have to deal with us because we're not gonna tricks off for kids, man. Tricks,
man. All right, man. I think that was a nice little one, man. We can stop it right there. Well, for y'all at home, remember, get to us in the comments. Just let us know what y'all want to talk about so we can, get some ideas brewing. We want to be super interactive with the fans, with the family. Just thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. But hey, man, LIB Media, lightning in a bottle. It's your boy Cheese, and then it's your boy Rick, and we signing off, baby.
We out.